All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Edgar, also known as the Dude Lopez. So on my last video that I posted up, I put in there how film changed my life, and the one thing that film helped me with a lot was stage fright. Believe it or not, I had a really bad case of stage fright. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure it is, but when I was growing up, I was terrified. Like, I would get a panic just to be in front of people, and more than like just being on top of in front of the class, in front of my parents, in front of everybody. If there's a crowd, I was terrified. You talk to me nowadays, that is the least of my concerns. Stage fright, public speaking is nowhere near where it used to be. Yeah, I get nervous, get that little butterflies, but who doesn't? I look at those as a how can I say, if you don't get the butterflies, that means you're not excited to do it. But one thing I did learn, because just to throw it out there, I did get trained. I do have a BFA in acting. One of my professors taught me was, hey, get rid of the nerves. They're gonna be a downfall. It all started. Like I said, growing up, I was taught to be quiet, silence my mouth, behave. Don't make a fool of yourself. Don't track attention to yourself or anything. And now attention. It's not that I'm an attention seeker right now, but I don't mind if I get the attention. It just doesn't bother me. I don't care what people think of or whatnot. It doesn't faze me anymore. Growing up, it was like, oh, what are people gonna think about me? What are they gonna say? And let me tell you something that I've discovered doing acting, taking classes, being on some projects and whatnot, that 9 times out of 10, people are excited to see you. And if you have somebody on set, or anybody doing, not just on set, or like somebody doing a class assignment or a speech or what, there's some people are paying attention. The people that don't have to be in front of the crowd. But if you're like next in line to be in front of the crowd and whatnot, they're most likely thinking, oh, man, it's my turn. What am I gonna do? How am I not gonna mess this up? So that's how I see it now. And so I think it was middle school, 8th grade. Somehow I had a drama class, and I dropped out because I was terrified. I just couldn't do it. Anything that, as soon as I heard the word presentation, even if it's in a group, I was terrified. Palms are sweaty, red, nervous. I would just freeze. And so it was about 8th grade. I was in middle school, and I got a speech class, and I was terrified. The teacher was cool though, and my friends were in there. But a lot of my friends, they were talkative, and not me. I talked around them like everybody else does, in front of their friends and whatnot. But let me tell you what, I think the person that helped me the most was my mom, because she straight up talked to me. She didn't beat around the bush, just let me have it. I told her that I was terrified and I don't know what to do. And she told me, I was in 8th grade. I still remember those words, word for word. She was washing dishes, came home, and I was told I was terrified. I had to do a presentation. My mother told me, hey, you have to learn to get over it. This world is a world for the people that are go-getters. If you're gonna be shy and not gonna speak, whatnot, and you want to be just in the shadows, that's where you're gonna be, in the shadows. You have to go get for what you want. You have to speak out loud, speak your mind, take control, face your fears. I'm like, this world is not. It's not a. How can I say it to not feel like the world is bad? You know what I'm saying? But it's not kind at times. So that literally. She just told me, you gotta, get your shit together. So that like kind of triggered something in my brain, and I was like, I'm gonna push myself. And from there on, I started pushing myself. I was doing presentation, anything that had to be like in that, because being in front of people was uncomfortable. So I made myself be uncomfortable, and then I got to a point where I like, hey, if I'm like kind of like terrified to be up there nowadays, or like scared, which is rarely, I'm like, nobody got you here but yourself. So that was the push, and then it transitioned to high school, and it got better. Oh man, it opened so much doors for me, so much opportunities. And then I wasn't looking to be popular at first, but just expressing myself who I was. After just facing my fears, communication with others, it was great. And then I took a class in college, community college, interpersonal communication. It taught me how to communicate with others, not just by like more face to face kind of stuff, communicating and whatnot. And it like, trust me, I don't, texting is the worst way to communicate because you don't know what people are expressing themselves. They might take it one way, but they actually mean it another way. Face to face, be upfront. But also, some people don't like being told the truth. I know I struggled with that a long time ago, but it made me a better person, and it made me the person I am nowadays. So I faced my fears on stage fright, and it gives me just like a rush to be in front of public, just to talk, to let them know how I feel. And nowadays, when I meet somebody, you have that awkward moment, like, when you're new, you just don't want to kind of like, you just want to like not want to talk to anybody. I don't. I just go straight, introduce myself. Hey, what's going on? This is me. How you doing? Blah blah. Just to like break that ice, kind of thing. And then from there, you develop like a communication, and then maybe like depending if it's your work, make a work environment, relationship, or outside, whatever. But it's helped. People feel more comfortable. Sometimes people just like that. When somebody else makes the first sort of say like move action to like talk to them, because people are just quiet. And not me anymore, I'll tell you that. It might take me like the first day. I just listen, watch, and then after that, it's game. So yeah, so that transitioned into that, and then how that actually helped me after I was doing a lot of talking to a lot of people and whatnot. Like my real personality came out, and that was just like fun, talkative. I like to joke around, this whatnot, and like I say, and if you like watch some of my videos or my last video, movies has been a part of my life since I was a kid. Collecting movies, watching them, like it's what I love doing. And one day, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching, it was a summer, and while I was transitioning to like get used to communicating with others and telling people, hey, like being able to talk and not be scared, not shy and whatnot, it literally helped me. It gave me that kind of like something clicked in my brain, and it was like, what am I gonna do, or how can making people laugh? Like I like when people, not pretty much making like a fool out of myself, but like I like to cause other people joy and laughter. And I'm like, and I never thought about acting. Oh no, that wasn't a thing. I was like, and one day I was watching movies, and I was like, maybe all of a sudden I was watching the movie, the Tuxedo, which I might even do a review after this video pulls up through. I might even do a review on that. That movie, literally, even though I've watched more, but that was like the movie that I watched, the Tuxedo, with Jackie Chan and Jennifer Love Hewitt. And I still remember that it just like sparked something in me, and I was like, maybe I can do what they do. I love so much. I watched that movie like, I think when that movie came out, I was like a ninth grader, and I watched that like for a whole week, my bad. For a whole week straight, I watched that every single day. I enjoyed it. It caused me laughter, and it just felt so good. And I was like, maybe I can do this. But where I come from, there's not really too much of that, but you have to just look for it. And I'm gonna tell you what though, they'll find you wherever you're at. They'll find you. And nowadays with like YouTube and all this kind of stuff, you can throw yourself out there. I mean, the people we watch, they did it somehow. They were born just like us. They started somehow. Some people might have an edge because their parents, whatever, but they had to grind, just like you and I. But yeah, so that triggered it, and from then on, it was just like, okay, finish my school, my sports, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna really focus on it. And then it began. I did when people say, what do you do to act, or how did you get into it? Tell you what, never did it in high school, never did it in elementary. I was fighting for my life with this stage fright. Other kids, students my age, whatever, before younger than me, they've been training all their life for this. I literally started when I was 22 years old, like threw myself into it. And it was just like, it was just raw. I had not taken any classes, courses, or anything. I did move to Los Angeles but I had a family emergency that I had to come back and couldn't stick with it. So then I just looked around here and I went to a university. I went to a university and I went to, for me, it was a great experience, got me even better. I went to Western Oregon University. I am from Oregon, and they got a program, an acting program. It is rigorous, it is intense, but if you're committed, you do it. And I graduated like a year early, and I'm gonna tell you, kids, students, they wanted to get in that program. They studied years in high school. I just came from Los Angeles. I did an audition, and I got in. Then they told me people are advanced. It's gonna be tough for you to keep on track, but if you push hard, you're gonna do it. They believed in me. I believed in myself. My family did, everybody, and I just pushed, and I became. I consider myself a very good student there at Western Oregon University, and I had very great experience. I learned a lot, and it just helped me just to pursue it. And because of the people that I made, friends and connections I made through that university, led me to other projects for a couple of years. I'm telling you, sometimes all the time, the pay is good, but just knowing that I never imagined to be like, oh, I'm going to get paid to do just to make people laugh or be on screen, or you can be there on set or do something for like 20 minutes. But for me, doing this, it was like, I did a lot of free stuff, for free kind of stuff to get my name out there. And it wasn't work for me. It was just happiness and joy. So, but then I got a reward from it, and I was like, oh, cool, better than my daytime job, that's for sure. Yeah, so that's how that's literally how I fell into acting, and what came out from a situation that I was really terrified, and it stopped me a lot from doing, to when I just asked for help, pushed myself, put myself in like tough situations, and I kept on going, and it helped me to be the person that I am today. So yeah, so that's how, I fell into acting. At the same time, helped me with my mental state, my ability to speak to others, and be the person that I am today. And here talking to y'all. But yeah, so again, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe if you want, but let me know any questions. And I'll keep on doing more of my experiences acting. And also, like I say, this is like, I want to get into like reviewing some films or whatnot, but we'll get into that. But yeah, just wanted to throw out there, because the first video was kind of like, hey, kind of like a whoa, kind of left people on a cliffhanger kind of thing. But yeah, that's how I fell in acting. I can go into depth if y'all interested, or I'll just pick up a subject or one of my experiences getting in there, acting and whatnot, or what I had to go. Some of the courses, some of the stuff some of the stuff I did. I also got trained in Shakespeare, rough, but I did it, persevered, because people say, do you know Shakespeare? I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard Shakespeare, but do you know, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough language. But anyways, yep. All right, y'all. Well, again, I'm Edgar, also that dude Lopez, and until next time, take care, peace.